Good morning. I didn't hear you. Good morning. There, you ready to go? Ready for a great day? Well, we're so pleased to have folks, as Adam Nyland mentioned, State Representative Nyland, and we're joined by State Senator Steve Noss, too, who is the author in the State Senate. In a moment, I'm going to go right over that table, and we're going to sign this into law. But before we do, we want to welcome you. Those of you from Wisconsin, we're glad you're here, but folks from all over the country, and as Adam mentioned, folks from Turkey as well. We're pleased that you're here. We want to see robotics grow in the state of Wisconsin, across this country, and around the world. Not just because it's a lot of fun, which just looks pretty cool right here, just being in the stronghold, thinking about this, but more importantly, or equally as important, not only for the fun that this competition is, but because we know the overwhelming majority of people, young people here today and those that you represent who are involved with this FIRST Robotics program, get interested in the areas that are in high demand and high need. In our state, the good news is, unlike just a few years ago, we have about the lowest unemployment rate we've had in about a decade and a half. In fact, last year, Wisconsin was one of only 10 states in the entire country that had a lower average annual unemployment rate, meaning a better rate, because it's low, fewer people unemployed, a better rate last year than we did before the recession in 2007. Only 10 states had that. Wisconsin was one of them. So that's good news. And about 68... And over 68% of the people in our state who are adults are in the workforce, which is one of the highest. We're one of the top 10 states in the country. That's great too. But the challenge is for a lot of our employers, a lot of companies out there that are looking for talented people in engineering and science and technology and mathematics and other fields as well. There's a huge demand. So as young people, one of the advantages you get is not only get to come and participate in something that's pretty exciting with this competition, you're kind of setting yourself on a course for potentially a career that's going to be in high demand. And not only are going to be jobs and career opportunities out there for you, they're going to increase in terms of what they're compensating for. The wages are going up. It's a good thing all the way around. So you're coming in at the right time. 6, 7 years ago, the big question mark was whether or not there'd be any jobs out there. Now the jobs are there. We just need people in STEM in particular areas to be prepared to do that. And obviously robotics, almost 90%. I was impressed with the number. Here and across the country, almost 90% of the young people who are involved in these programs and these competitions go on not only to higher education in STEM-related fields, but go on to careers. And that's something we need now more than ever. So we're glad to be here today. What we're doing, and hopefully that'll be an incentive for other states to do the same. In a moment, I'm going to sign a law that Adam and Steve helped get through the legislature. It provides $250,000 for robotics competitions here in the state, for grants for individual schools, so that in addition to the schools that are represented in programs represented here today, ideally, we'd love to have them in every part of the state of Wisconsin, and maybe be an incentive to have them in every part of the country. So thanks for being here. Have a great time. Congratulations. We're going to go sign this into law and then give you a chance to get right into the competition.
Give it up for Governor Walker, everybody. Now, while that bill's being signed as well, don't forget we have many, many, many qualification matches played here today. We got a lunch in between, and then qualifications tomorrow as well, too. So, with that said, are you ready to rumble? Before we get going, I'd like to introduce the other voices you're going to be hearing here today. So please give a big wave to our game announcer, Dan Green, Steve Lynch, Sam Charles, and co-MC, Ben Stenson, everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get these robots out on the field. Field stewards, please set the ramparts in position 3. Qualification match number 1 coming up in just a moment. Stand by.